What's up, everyone? All right, I'm back after a brief technical issue. So yeah, and it also allowed me to kind of fix the vertical since I had an issue with that in the beginning. So I think we're all good now. I got to remember, don't touch the freaking numpad. That's what the part of the technical issue was. And I hit the wrong button. It just cut the stream. That was part of it. But I also had the issue with the vertical. It wasn't playing. It basically wasn't doing the vertical at all. So it gave me a chance to kind of fix things, get things corrected. So I think we're good to go here. So I left off with where I'm going to be setting up the sulfur acid production this side, and over here I believe this is going to be you have to use blenders for the nitric acid. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to keep working over here. And so the good part is this one doesn't have to go up as high because it only has the 2 inputs. So let's go on ahead. Since this is where it's going to be, we're going to go on ahead and let's clean these off, clear these out, and start getting so this is the middle, so this is where it's going to be at. Let me put one back just so I can see roughly where it's at. I think it's only 2. Okay, actually 1, 2, 3. Okay. Three. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's start getting this all set up here. Oops. And when I left off, I needed about 16. So I do 8 on one side, 8 on the other. That way right now I don't have to touch the freaking numpad again. But you know what they say, show must go on. All right. Okay, I think that should do that. Now we'll go to the other side. Probably need to extend it a little bit more since I'm not going to be going right off of the edge there. All right, there we go. Let's extend it out a little bit more. Go. Perfect. All right, there we go. Now we just need to get that. Put it on down. That's the middle section there. Just so I know which is which. I'm going to put that right there so I know that's the middle, because it can get a little confusing. All right. Give me a second here. I just sent Sarah a message to kind of check the chat since I was having technical difficulties. I just want to make sure all the chats are working. So if you're trying to chat me right now and it's not working, I'm about to find out here, hopefully. Wouldn't be surprised with all the technical issues I've been having this morning. I think it's just one of those days. Okay. Go. All right, so we kind of have the rough foundation in place where these machines are going to go. All right, so now, you know, that's the middle. I took that out, but at least that with that one there, I know that is the middle. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to give, yeah, we're going to go right here. That's where we're going to put it, right here. It's the middle, right there. Thanks, Sarah. All right, so we know all these regular chats working, so that's good. Okay, I may have to go out further depending on the size of these machines. But for now, we're going to just start with this base. The belts can go for the sulfur under here, and water can go right above it, which is perfectly fine. All right, I need the refinery. Looks good. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Thanks, Sarah. All right. So there's the 8 there. Good. We can leave it like that. Here we go. Hold that in place. Make sure I was where I want it. Yep. Looks good. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 7, 8. Yes, I was miscounting on purpose. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it. Yeah, looks like we're all good. Appreciate it. All right. Now let's go and let's select the recipe. Should be those two. These in place. And what I like to do, once these, I was get the recipe selected, the reason why I do that is in that way, well, as soon as I hook up the power, if I missed a recipe, oh, hey, Pixel, welcome on in. Yeah, I think you missed all the technical difficulties. Oh, I'm okay. I'm all right. The show must go on. Just working with the material in this game that I absolutely hate. The icky nuclear material. It's gross. This is Satisfactory, Nonly, and welcome on in. It's basically a factory automation game in open world. So right now I'm dealing with hooking up power so I can have ways of dealing with the nuclear power, the nuclear waste from the reactors. Yeah, issues are all sorted now, Pixel, I think, as far as I can tell. It's just one of those days. Yep, I'm definitely building things. Yeah, in the distance you can see one of my iron factories. Okay, I think I missed this one. I'll give a kind of a quick... Oops, that ain't gonna do no good. There, I think that's fixed. I'll have to get that side later. Yep, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to just a quick tour here, brief one. That's where I'm going to be putting the water thing, water at. No, I'm not creating maps, but I'm creating factories on a map. So I'll bring up my map here. I know it's a little congested, but this is what you're looking at. Is these are all the ore nodes, not all of them, because I don't have. I have radio towers that show me the nodes are at, and this I've got train stations where I haul materials, I produce materials. I've got stations throughout. I'm building a new plant here to deal with the nuclear waste from my nuclear reactors, which I'm going to get to in a second. I'm going to show you. This plant I'm working on building is going to be creating the sulfuric acid, the nitric acid, so that I can create the non-fissile uranium water, so that I think I can then sink them temporarily until I can do something else with them, because I can't sink the nuclear waste that the nuclear plants are making. And so if I don't, that's going to back up. That's going to cause my power grid to crash. This is a very, very big project. Basically, I'm not doing it for my, well, if you look from a game point, I'm doing it because I like to build things. But if you do it from a story point, Ada is an AI for the Fix-It company, and our basic job is to save humanity. And up in the air, we have that right there. Our space elevator goes up to there, and that's basically where humanity is gonna. We're trying to build that for humanity. Yeah, and streaming can always be a pain, Pixel. It can always be a pain. Yeah, so there's a part. It's one of my iron factories. This one is specifically for the specific parts to feed that beast over there. So I'm going to head over there right now. Oh yeah, yeah. It's huge, but it's in big pieces, and this is just a small section. This is the desert area where I've got stuff. Not every biome yet. Thanks, Nonly. I appreciate it. It's not easy. Oh yeah, it's crazy. And these are also making other parts to feed this beast here, which is not fully functional. Yeah, there's got the smaller ones here to feed these bigger machines, this beast here. Because this is what's going to be making the fuel rods for my power plant down there, the nuclear plants. And I only have 4 of them right now. Yeah, it's definitely a beast of a factory, that's for sure. And I only have 2 on the end hooked up, because if I hook them all up, I might be okay now with the 4 reactors, but the problem is before I put those reactors in, I hooked them all up and the power grid just went down. It just needed so much power. And then, of course, out here in the swamp is where I'm processing a lot more of the nuclear material, the icky green stuff. Yes, I am on Twitch as well. You can find it as twitch.tv/silvershade6. So yeah, here's the swampy area. I hate the swamp area because there's a lot of nuclear stuff, a lot of spiders. I got the arachnophobia mode on, so they're more like cats. Awesome, thanks, Pixel. So yeah, I got a lot of sulfur material being made out here. Yay! Thanks, Pixel.
Pixel Pete Bot has joined the crew.
Thanks, Bot. Woohoo! Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, as you can see, it's really just dealing with this stuff. Now, actually, I got sulfur here, but I don't want to touch all this. I could use it over there and maybe make the plant over here, but I want to keep it separate because all this acid, the sulfuric acid water is fueling these blenders for to make the encased items for the fuel rods. So as you can see, the radiation level here is just through the roof. Well, if I go lower, it'll be through the roof. It's just crazy here. But I figured since I hate this area, I might as well destroy it even more. Oh yeah, thank you. Yep. I'm slowly working on it. Oh yeah, you hear the cats? Right there. Those are spiders. And you got even all kind of nuclear. I think it's a nucleus, radioactive. I don't know. It looks like it's radioactive, but these are actually spiders. Oh, missed a train. Yay! Thank you.
Pixelpip23 has joined the crew.
So yeah, I had to go with the arachnophobia mode because. Thank you. Yeah, I hate spiders. I absolutely freaking hate spiders. No train coming? Maybe. But yeah, I've got train lines everywhere. Oh no, I hate them. Oh. Oh yeah, it is definitely vast, and this is just only a portion of it. I got more to go. I'm working my way out to the turbo factory right now. The turbo motor factory. Thank you, yeah. And this is just the rough layout. This is I haven't put any extra design work into it. You know, no street lights, none of that. This is just rough. Because I don't do design work until I know for sure. Whoops. Oh, whoa, I missed it. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I don't do design work until I know things are going to be like permanent. And most likely that's not going to be until I basically complete phase 4 and unlock and complete all the all the things you have to unlock. Oh, if I had to guess, this world alone, probably over 300 hours. Just this world alone, I think. Yeah. I mean, and this is this is my turbo motor factory here. Because I needed the turbo motors to make certain things. Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah, looks like I can get rid of that one. I don't think I need that anymore. There we go. But yeah, it's complicated. I don't know if you saw my Ficmas factory. I don't think you saw that. Yeah, it is really nice. It really is. Okay, well, we're getting there. All right, I should be able to put a train now. I'm past, I'm trying not to put too many trains on this rail because especially right there, that gets congested really quickly. But now I got now I have the train, will be able to go a little quicker than me trying to fly. And then this will take me into the main where I started, where I'll have my Ficmas factory, which is currently shut down right now. It's not drawing any power since the event's over. There's no sense having that running. And then the other the main iron factory, a caterium factory, all kinds, pipe factory. I mean, it's just. If you thought out by the dune area was a lot, just wait. There's a lot coming. I mean, you'll be able to see some of it here pretty soon. Those would probably be alien trees, I believe. Yeah. All right, so here's the Ficmas factory here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the train here. It's going close to 200 miles an hour on that thing. Or 200, according to this, kilometers per hour. I'll give you a quick peek around the... Oops. Get out of the dang train. There we go. I'm out. There we go. There we go. All right. So this is set up into. Yeah, well, that's how what the train was saying was kilometers per hour. It looked like kmh, I believe. Oh, the power's off. That's why I can't fly under here. Let me get out of here. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it's set up into 4 quadrants. Because most of the machines make things down here. And you got all through here, the train line. Of course, it's not finished being decorated. But you got some interesting things here. Got trees in the middle. These Christmas trees. Or they call them Ficmas trees. I'm still working on it. It won't be till probably next Ficmas. That's the event in game. So I still have to figure out what I want to do to complete here. But yeah, basically here's the second floor. We're making the rest of the machines. As you saw, the trains go through the middle. And there's a caterium plant. There's another iron. So these particular trees here, they make these goods that feed the machines to make the Ficmas items. And these here are just decoration. These big ones. That's all they're for. But yeah, these are all make these Ficmas gifts that feed the machines the recipes to make the items. As you can see, a lot of things are all backed up because everything's this factory's shut down. I have a switch on the second floor specifically set so that when I'm ready to when the event comes around again and I need the factory, I just flip the switch and everything springs back to life again. But yeah, you can see here, that's the space elevator. That's for making blueprints. This is temporarily out of the Ficmas items. I can make fireworks. There's a basic copper factory there. Basic things here. I mean, it's just, I got stuff almost everywhere, and it's not, and I don't have stuff down here yet. or through here, you know. So I mean, there's certain sections I've got things. It's just crazy. Got a power plant on the coast. It really is. It really is. And it is quite fun, especially if you like building and automating things and figuring out logistics. It's really fun. And I have it on passive mode so the creatures won't attack me. So if you have passive mode off, it technically becomes a survival game. I mean, it still kind of is, because if I were to fall, I get fall damage, I can die. So I could eventually heal myself up. So technically it is a survival game, but it's more of a logistics automation with some survival thrown in. But yeah, I think you would probably like this one, especially if you like logistics and building. Now, you don't have to get too complicated, because obviously, like, you know, the more design work you do, it's going to hit your machine harder. You know, it's going to have the graphics card, everything's going to have to work harder. Things, you know, the frame rate's going to start to drop. So it's kind of a balance. But, you know, you can be as creative as you can. You can nudge things in place, like here. If I don't, it's locked in, but then I can nudge it. Let's say I want to go like that. And then I just want to create maybe like a design pattern like that. And right now you can't see it, but let's change it. Let's change the material to asphalt. You'll be able to see it better. So yes, stuff like that. You can see it's Z fighting right now. That's why it's kind of flickering like that. But yeah, they originally took it out. You know, they had it in, then they took it out, and people were like, "Hey, we want it back." So they kind of took it. They left it. They put it back in because people liked it so much, being able to overlap things. Yeah, I got my sand processing over there. I got bauxite over there. Another copper plant that feeds the Ficmas factory. Very large coal plant. And on the coast out there, might be a little hard to see. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see at all unless I go over there. Is another factory for making forgot the name of it now. It's encased modular frames, I think is what it is. So I got a factory over there for that. And then up there, more icky nuclear material. Is the main iron plant here. So yeah, and then you'll see it get a little more complicated once I can get over there. I just got to get past this thing. Yeah, massive train line. This line goes from here all the way to the desert area, which I think I'm going to go ahead and get on a train here. Faster than freaking flying. All aboard. Yeah, so you'll be able to see better this way with the train. It's really complicated, but fun. Woo. Yeah, you just gotta let your imagination go wild. I mean, there's obviously you can't go completely wild because there is limitations, but if you can do some really cool things. Like the one on the right was a design that another content creator showed how to do, and then mine with looks like a fly swatter. I went on that design. I haven't done much with it because I haven't really. Not a lot of the factories are permanent. The main iron factory might be, but it's hard to tell. Yeah, and you just gotta try to be creative. You can nudge things, you can create blueprints to save time. Like eventually, if I know if this line is going to stay here, I'll put in more of I got a blueprint design for the lines that I've got. I'll put that in, because you can do blueprints to make things quicker, where you just gotta put them in place. When I get off the train, I'll kind of show you the blueprint I have for the dual line. But yeah, I got this running all the way through. Doesn't make a complete circle, obviously, because it's its own separate line. But technically it probably could, because it does link into another line. So technically, yeah, you probably could go full circular now that I think about it. And then we're back into the desert region. And then I got some processing over there. So yeah, it's just massive. Now there are some people that play this go, I ain't using trains. They go, I don't like trains. They're not efficient. Okay, that may be true, but me personally, I love the trains. They may not, they work for me. So you don't have to have trains. You can do straight lines. They've, the lines, what I mean is for the goods, the belt work, you can use them. We have also got other transport options besides trains. You can use trucks and tractors. We have drones. You can use drones to get things across the map. Now, I don't really care for the drones personally, because they only have 9 inventory slots. Yeah, trains are very cool. They only have 9 inventory slots on the drones, and they take a lot of fuel. You have to make fuel, and I don't know if you need batteries anymore. You used to have to have batteries. I haven't really messed with the drones much, but either way, you get batteries or fuel, I think you need for them. And they don't carry much, only 9 inventory slots compared to a train, which can hold a lot more. I know this is going to be a nuclear one, but I'll show you right here. Right there, all those slots right there. That's a lot more than 9. But yeah, trains are really, really cool. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, my blueprints. That's what I was gonna do. I'll just go right here. I've already got them on my hotbar here. Just gotta find it. Well, here's one of the blueprints. It's not for the trains, but I could if I wanted to. I could put it right. I'll just put it right there for now. And inside has got a specific color. And did I get one for something else? I thought I had another one. Nope. But this one I used for the Ficmas factory. So you can create that because It's basically, you have to put a sign inside that to get to be able to change the color. But then in order to change it though, you kind of have to, you got to do it in but when you're creating the blueprint. And let's see, dismantling. Yep, there we go. All right, so that's one blueprint I've got. Let's see, what was this one? Oh yeah. Yeah, that is cool. And then this one here is if I create a wall. So design for the wall. It's mostly sign for the light. Well, you can't really, I think it's actually a mirror finish inside. But you can change it. You can have different colors using signs. And that won't line up. But that's okay. I got enough lined up. So beams, signs, windows, walls to create this design. And you can, what's in the game, you can try and come up with different designs. And you can see how quickly I put those walls down. And then I also have a streetlight design right here. So if I need to put a streetlight somewhere, I have this design set up. You can change that too in a blueprint, and then you can just quickly put the blueprint down. And then I've got, I thought I had one more. Is that it? Oh yeah, that's it right there. So once I know for a fact lines are going to be permanent, I can put this in. And now that is a more permanent rail design. Just like that. It's a mix of streetlight designs, wall designs. And so that way you can then, all you got to do then is just put your track in. Like that. Because you can't have the track on it ahead of time. It won't snap. Yeah, it won't snap in place if you have the track on it. I mean, it'll connect, but the tracks won't connect. They'll look connected, but the trains ain't gonna go nowhere. So you gotta have the tracks after the fact. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just go out of blueprint deletion and go back to blueprint deletion, and I can just delete the whole blueprint. So yeah, that's what I would do. Okay, yeah, no problem, Pixel. Yeah, it's just, it's efficient to use blueprints when you can. I try and, I sometimes I can use blueprints, sometimes I can't. It just depends. But yeah, if you can use blueprints, it's definitely efficient. No problem. And thanks for coming in. I really do appreciate it. I'm probably going to go ahead and probably end it here pretty soon too. I got a puppy whining at me and all that fun stuff. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to park it over here. And then that way I can, next time I stream Satisfactory, I can pick it up from there. Okay, no problem. Well, ours don't know what she wants. Just when I think she's whining to go outside, she don't. she'll just stop in the middle of the room and won't go nowhere. I was like, well, what do you want? But yeah, definitely this is expansive. Yeah, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, I think you're right, Sarah. She probably wants dinner even though it's way too early. Yep, I think you're right. Yeah, well, I think what I'll do real quick before I end it is, let me at least get these powered. This other side powered. That's the reason why I get the recipes in first, and when I connect power, then I'll know if I missed one. Go back to where I've got, there we go. I mean, I could do this wiring a little better, but a lot of times I'm just lazy. Most of it's hidden anyway. I mean, you might see a little bit, but a lot of times you're hardly going to see it. All right, let's see. Did I get them all? I did. Good. We'll put the foundations back in. Yep, there we go. And I've also started more content for Heat Death Survival Train. No update yet, because they are. Last they communicated to us is that they are on a. They're gonna try to get content out on a monthly basis. So I know there's more content coming because I think last I heard it's in closed beta right now. So it hasn't hit open beta yet because I am in the open beta. And anyone who's purchased the game, I think, can also join the open beta, if I'm not mistaken, through Steam. So I haven't got the notification from Steam yet that anything's in open beta. But in the meantime, what I am working on though is I'm prepping for another minimal train run in Heat Death, and I got to think about how I want it done because I don't want to use solar panels this time. I want to use more engines and batteries and raw fusion, but once you already built like the solar panel, you can't get the items back to switch. So I'm already started playing again. I'm prepping for that. And so I'm going to be basically I'm not sure how long before I'll get it done. I am on station 4 is where I last left off. And so I've got but I'm not spending all my blueprints. I'm only spending them on what I need for the challenge. Because the challenge is to have as little on the train as possible and get from station 1 to station 6 as quickly as possible. And I'm trying to do it without using a weapon, because some of those fights are just nuts, especially if anyone has seen my minimal train challenge before. Some of those ambushes from those enemy drones is just crazy. So that's what I'm working on right now. And once I get that all set up, I'll be able to make the video. But for now, I have to complete the run first before I can make the video, because then I got to get the train configured. What is that looking weird? I bet I know why. Yep, I see why. I think now that should be right. Yep, there we go. All right, so yeah, as I was saying, yeah, that was not enough. It was out of whack. Yeah, so once I get that run done, I'll be able to get the train set up for the challenge, and then I'll be able to create the content for it. I wasn't gonna create a new video, I mean a new live stream for it, because I've done it. There's basically, I would have been no change in the content, so it's like not worth doing a live stream on that. So I'll just, you know, create a video for the challenge once I get that done. So I'm just gonna just try and get these in, and that's good that I take the time and get these wired, you know, maybe get these all set up, wired up, and okay. Oh yeah, these last few are all gonna be out of whack. Yep, we're gonna have to redo them all. If one's out, they're all out. There we go. We'll just get this fixed. There we go. And we'll just rewire these back up. Get the recipe back in. Go. Okay. Make sure they all got yellow lights. Yes, they do. Good. All right. See, that's why it's good before I go running like the goods and everything through the materials. If this all don't line up, ain't worth it. Because then I'm getting materials all in my inventory I don't need. Take up room. Of course, I can always dump it back into the machines, but it's okay. Just take the time to make sure these all line up. There we go. This one. Okay, and it was perfect. 50 per minute. Let's do this one. Let's get this all set up here. And then it's just a simple matter of then getting the water, the sulfur. But that'll be a different day. And then I won't put the floor in until I see how the sulfur goes. I want to make sure everything loads up before I go putting the floor in place, so I can then put the piping. Yeah, that all looks good. Piping should fit. I'll test it with one of the floors though. I'll take the floors out. I just want to test it real quick to make sure I can. Oops, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay, so yeah, right there. Can I hook the piping? Yep, we're good. Yep, that'll work. Yep, that will work. That's all I needed. The flooring back out. Okay, there we go. So, yep, now it's ready for sulfur and the water. So, the sulfur is way over there. It's on top of that mountain. It's right there. So I'll have to run foundations and power and all that fun stuff and deal with the more glowy green rocks up there. But that's okay. I got the nuclear protection temporarily, so we're good there. Yeah, we'll get the sulfur run here, the water from there over to here. That'll take care of the sulfuric acid. This section here will be for the nitrogen, nitric acid that I got to create. But I need not only the nitrogen, the water, but I also need to make iron. And I'm going to probably make it over there and then just belt it over here. It's probably the easiest thing to do. But yeah, I've got got my train station here, which I've named right now temporarily Never Trust a Fart. And for people who are getting older, yeah, we know what that means. You never trust a fart, because it's probably not a fart. Heck, even if you're younger, you may not want to trust a fart. All right, well, I think that's going to be it for today. Yeah, we did a tour a couple times, especially for those that may have came in after all the technical difficulties, so they can kind of see the intricate layout of everything and all the stuff we're dealing with. So yeah, got all that done. Got this plant ready to receive goods. Then I just got to figure out what we're going to do with it. It's probably going to have to go, I don't know, if another plant or get the other stuff in here. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do it. But one section at a time, got to get this operational. Then we'll do that over there for the nitric acid. Then we'll go to the next step where we have to then start figuring out what we need for the waste, which is probably going to be the waste and whatever these two, the nitric acid and the sulfuric acid, I think into a blender for those three, I believe, because that's the recipe right there on the screen. And for those that might not see it in the vertical, it's basically uranium waste, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid. And it looks like I got to bring in silica too. I got to bring those four in, so I may have to deal with that. So there is some silica over there. I could probably make a silica plant over here too if I have to. So I'll have to see, or I might train it in else from over there if I have to do some calculations and see, because I do have a silica plant over in the main area. But I might not, I don't know if I want to touch that because it's feeding other machines. So I got plenty of the raw quartz over here. I might make a silica plant right over here, I think that makes more sense. So yeah, we just got to slowly deal with that. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you got value out of this content, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 200 subscribers. Last I checked, we only need 9 more subscribers and we'll hit 200. So yay! Yeah, hopefully we'll hit that soon. Hopefully by the end of the month, I'm hoping we'll have that. If you have subscribed already, we do appreciate it. It does help the channel out. And I'm going to go ahead and stop yapping and get on out of here. This is Silvershade saying, gamers don't die. See you at the respawn point.